see if the thing is live or not. Of course, it comes here in the bottom left corner, right corner. Yep, it's on live. It might not be on long. Excuse me. Sir, is to become of the child of an embassy staff member's murder. Needs and both the suspect and the prosecutor are now dead. Case will be dismissed. In other words, the child ends here prematurely. Looks like I have to wait just a bit longer for your debut. Those can't be helped. The evidence for the child will be transferred to you in a little while. Sir, what do you think about the murder of the embassy staff member? On the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rowe. What an outrageous circus has it all become? Faraday brought all upon himself with his... I don't know what that word is. An outrageous circus, right through? Grover, he at the top of Judge Rotel will have you assigned to a different case. You'll come and watch my card from debut next, won't you? I'll consider it. Sir, if I may, please allow me to continue with my investigation. Whatever for. It's like, why? I know that there's already a suspect in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rowe. However, there's not enough evidence to prove that it was he who committed the crime. I'd like to continue investigating in order to find the perfect proof of his guilt. Perfect proof. Don't make me laugh. A worthless person like you have no right to claim such thing as perfection. And that was like the page for the stream on YouTube looks a little different. Like the screen looks bigger. Papa, who do you think is the real culprit behind these murders? Miles and I were competing to see who can find the real killer first. Plus, being an investigation, be able to investigate a real crime scene is a really rare opportunity. It would give us some real life experience, wouldn't you agree? If you want to investigate this case that much, then do as you wish. But then you're allowing us to continue? In court, your top priority is to win. And a solid investigation is one of the keys to winning. We have to make sure you become recognized as a first-rate prosecutor, don't we? It would be very interesting otherwise. I'm returning home now. Edward, Franziska, see to it that I'm not disturbed. Save the results for your competition. Yes, sir. Of course, Papa. Franziska, thank you. What are you thinking me for? Your logic really was built on that scruffy detective's lie. That means the competition is still on. Yes, just as you wish. I can't let you off so easily. Now then, let's see how you fare on that investigation from here, Miles Edgeworth. I don't have enough information yet, so my first order of business will be to question everyone involved with this case. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to go investigate. Okay, I'm gonna have to this lady here. It's you. Oh, it's you, Edward, and who are you? Wait, you're at that crime scene just now, weren't you? You should be disbarred for not knowing who I am. It's like, how dare you? I'm Franziska from Karma, and I'm about to become the successor to the family name. About to. I guess that means for now you're still just another kid. In which case, only natural I didn't know who you are. Oh, what? Why are you whipping me? Anyway, it looks like they're planning to hold the evidence a bit longer. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's waiting. Terribly sorry, but I have a few more questions to ask of you. Look at you, eyebrows crunched with lines in your forehead. And that to ask of you. It's not even funny. What exactly is so funny? Sorry, I'm just bad at dealing with a super serious atmosphere. Then why did you take the job then? I feel much better now. So what is it you want to talk about? I'd like to inquire to where you were at the time of the murder. We're in the defendant lobby number 1 the whole time up until we heard the gunshot. And by we, I mean Mr. Bad. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him yourself. You were with Detective Bad? Why? We had a little something to discuss, that's all. So I take that you're acquaintances with him? Yeah, he was the detective in charge of the KG8 incident. Detective Bad is also related to that incident? That's right. He was the one who was supposed to protect my sister, Cece. But you know how that turned out, don't you, Edgeworth? Miles, Edgeworth, I have no idea what you two are talking about. I've heard KG8 incident from my papa. But how did that case relate to you? Victim of that case, Cece, with my little sister. You're making that super serious face again. I'm fine, really. Are you sure? Are you sure, lady? I'm just making a point and rub some salt in his wounded pride every time I see him. The way she talked about doing that as she laughs away is kind of creepy. Oh, speaking of Mr. Bad, he and Mr. Faraday, I'd say they met up just about every single time the Yalagarsu made a move. It was practically a given that the two would meet up at every one of the crime scenes. I see, he did mention that he's in charge of the Yalagarsu investigation earlier. Maybe I should ask her what she knows about the Yalagarsu in more detail. You claim at the time of the murder you were with Detective Bad, but don't you lawyers usually distract the child with their plans during the recess? We do, and that's why I was planning on doing. But Mr. Faraday was being rather threatening, and he dragged Mr. Rail away. After that, Mr. Bad came into the lobby number 1, so we just stayed there and talked. What did you talk about with Detective Bad about? Nothing interesting, just insulted him some. Talked about how the trial was going, and then I insulted them some more. When she's laughing, her mouth seemingly spews nothing but insults. Anyways, Mr. Bad and I were defendant lobby number 1 when the murders occurred. So I really can't tell anything about the hallway or lobby number 2. I see. I'd like to ask you a few questions about your client, Mr. Mackerel. Now, your client first claimed to be the Yadagarsu, if that's correct. Yeah. Once I heard that the Yadagarsu that had made off with the evidence from TG8. I began to ask Mr. Rell all sorts of questions, but to no avail. And that Mr. Rell was not the alligator suit he had just made that up. Really? Made it up? That's what she said! Mr. Rell's crime was caught on tape by the security cameras. But there's no footage of him sneaking into the embassy itself. Hold on for just 1 second. Didn't you mean to say that you knew that he was not the real Yagarsu? And that he was just another cold-blooded killer and you're ready to defend him? Yes. That's right. I see. So, defense lawyer is actually just someone whose job is to cover for criminals? That's why defense lawyers are so detestable. But there are no match for us fun cameras. This lady thinks that everything's so hilarious, doesn't she? I don't believe it. You're serious. Why don't you save that face for something really worth being serious about? I'm wondering who the heck hired this lady? Somebody really needs to be fired for hiring someone who laughs over everything. And Etra, don't you remember what I said earlier? I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG incident, alright? And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending the known killer? Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. The only way I had to get to Mr. Rell was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to. How am I gonna know if you're lying or not, though? Sorry, forgive my rashness. Okay, they asked her about the Yatagarasu now. Miss you. I was wondering if you could tell me about the Yatagarasu? The Yatagarasu, huh? I don't really know much about that character myself, but I do get a lot of consultation requests from companies to defend them. Requests from companies. The other guys too is that some petty thief out for money, you know. Alright then, perhaps the other guys too is in the business of stealing people's lives? You're not very funny or witty, are you, little Von Karma? Franziska, be careful about who you whip. Choose out. There, I chose carefully, just like you wanted. Well, at least that made that lady laugh, though, that's for sure. I just know. Was hilarious, little Bessie. Of course it was. What is wrong with these two women? Why does my pain give them delight? And so, in the end, what did the Yatagaras do? I have to say, I never heard of this thief, but when I was in Germany. The Yatagaras details information. Namely, in digging dirt and about background dealing and the like of companies. I'd try to be back on here more often of being live, guys. So, I'm gonna try to be on live here tomorrow. But on Christmas, I won't be live on Christmas night or anything. But I will be live on Twitch in the morning time on Christmas. Just not at night. The other guy is a villain who steals such info and then makes it public for all to see. Villain or not, this person sounds just like another criminal to me. I suppose you could put it that way too. But either way, I could get a lot more clients now thanks to that thief. Guys like Mr. Yu is profiting nicely. I suppose I got all that I can out of Mr. Yu. I should move on to speak with Detective Gumshoe now. What is that guy doing with the water here? I can't stop the water, sir. It seems that the man who was here earlier broke it by drinking from it too much. But you fools who pretend to not be see the foolish be foolish actually the foolish fool. Well then why don't you lend the officer a hand? As if I should have anything to do with this. Besides, that water drinking fool's mouth is the thing that officer should be covering. Just give the officer a description of the water filter later. So to have to fight the grudge, it sounds to me like someone wanted to drink. Okay, Tom Drew. Richard Charles, strange log. Here to be a journal where various judges share their thoughts and ideas. The real daily lives of the judges are laid out here on those pages. There's nothing about the court in here. It's just page after page of unrelated drivel. Detective Gumshoe? Hey, it's you, pal. You're here. Ah! As am I. I don't think you need to whip him to let him know that. I didn't do it, pal. I swear on my honor as a detective. I really didn't. Your words are useless. I place my trust only in evidence, detective. Once the investigation is fully over, we should find out that you are the killer. There will be no mercy had for you. Have a heart, pal. But you're not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about if you really are innocent, that is. That's right. Hey, pal, go and do your perfect investigation and get the real killer for me, will you? I would have done so, even had you not requested me to, detective. So you, Mr. Faraday, had a small meeting last week, did you? And what did you do to make him so angry? I just asked Detective Bad the same thing myself, pal. Turned out he was mad at me and said on my very first day as detective, I reported in my usual post instead of the Criminal Affairs Department. By the time I got down to Criminal Affairs, I was really, really late. And that's when he gave me that huge speech. I remember doing the exact same thing in elementary school. On the first day of school every year, I always wind up and going to my old classroom. How pathetic for a detective to be comparable to a mere schoolchild. Poor guy. He came to be standing guard in front of the door in lobby number 2 during recess. However, when did you receive the order to do so, and from whom? Earlier, about 3:30. From Detective Red. Detective Bad, pal. The day trial took a really crazy turn. So I tried to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday. And yet something did happen to him, correct? It looks like it was a total waste of manpower to assign you to guard duty. How? Your words sting worse than your whip, pal. So was Detective Bad who ordered him to stand guard, huh? Now then, Detective Gumshoe, is there anything else you would like to tell me? Nope. Not a thing, pal. In that case, allow us to take a look at what you're carrying on your personage. Wait, you can't do that! There's nothing of any particular value here. Well, my handcuffs and badge were confiscated by Detective Bad, so you know. What is that open envelope I see sticking out of your coat pocket? Hand off, pal. Just show it to us already. Yow! Annual bonus check within $5 total, except there's no check inside. You had You had to look it up. Give a bad pal is my first bonus as a brand new detective. I just got it and cashed it today. I had literally no cash on me until I did, you know. That envelope was really special to me. Now give it back. You don't need rubbish like this, don't worry. We'll throw it away for you later. How could you? Gumshoe's annual bonus of $5. Literally had no money on them to cash this. Poor guy. You know what? If I had the money, I would have given it to Gumshoe. I'm sorry, but I need to take him in for questioning now. I think I've asked him about everything I needed. No, wait. Since it became suspect, there's one piece of evidence I should confirm. Officer, may I ask that you wait a second? I still have one thing I'd like to reconfirm with Detective Gumshoe. Understood, but please make it brief, sir. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. I must confirm whether or not Detective money about the crime when it occurred is the truth. After I said that. You told me earlier they had heard no sound other than the gunshot out in the hallway. Is that correct? No mistake about it, pal. Then you are also claiming that no one passed through the hallway either? Is that also correct? Yep. Not a single ant passed through that hall when I was on duty. You do realize that the lie you're telling is going to make it life more difficult for yourself? Huh? Oh. Well, it's true. I didn't see anyone go to the hallway and I didn't hear anything else, pal. I bet the killer found a way to kill the two guys that's beyond what I can imagine. So he intended to continue telling his ridiculous lie. But why would he do so given the situation he's in? I believe a thorough investigation of the hallway in front of the defendant lobbies is in order. Ah, you. Oh. How should you not have noticed that coming? Wasn't it the child I changed money for earlier? Thanks. That's exactly what I needed. Kids can be sometimes be so cruel. Looks like she dropped something. Maybe she should arrest the little girl. She might turn out to be a valuable lead. I believe that some sort of punishment may be dealt the next time we meet. I believe that after all I needed of the man now for Detective Bad and a judge. We have to confirm who is correct, the judge or the scruff face, right? I suppose we should inspect the hallway in front of lobby number 2 next then. I suppose should we head on over, Benzica? Not the place. Mother officer. Been here forever, sir, and I really need to go to the bathroom. Why don't you just make a quick trip? The nearest one isn't that far, is it? No, it's a short way down the hallway behind these doors, but I don't want to be blamed for anything that might happen while I'm gone. So I'm gonna hold it. After Detective Gumshoe can be a positive influence on the force after all. So, did you see anything else? No, I don't think so. Well, thank you for your cooperation. Oh, nothing. Just doing my duty as the defender of the law. That'll be all for now. I'll ask again if I have any other questions. Anytime, Detective. Now, if you excuse me, I have a few loose ends I have to tie up. Oh, you're that new prosecutor Mr. Von Karma recommended, right? My name is Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. I'm Manfred Von Karma's daughter, Franziska Von Karma. I'm set to become a successor of my genius father any day now, Your Honor. I see, Mr. New Prosecutor Michael. A football palm. Are you alright, Your Honor? Please feel free to refer me as just as Miss Von Karma, Your Honor. As for him, just Idris, that's fine. Apparently somebody didn't feel that I'm worthy enough of a proper title. Very well then, I shall call you Miss Von Karma and Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Your Honor, Mr. Edgeworth is fine, sir. Now how about your earlier testimony? Yes, what about it, Edgeworth? I would like to ask you a few questions about what exactly you saw. Alright, after all, it's my duty to clarify my testimony as a defender of the law. I greatly appreciate your cooperation, sir. Now the first thing I will need to do is figure out that detective's exact movements. Now let's see here. Your Honor, I'd like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. Where were you at the time of the murder? Do you suspect me of something? No, nothing of the sort, Your Honor. Very well, you may continue with your testimony. Your Honor, it's your testimony I'm after. Oh, I had an idea you were chasing after me or my testimony. I'm beginning to sense that I might want to avoid being in a trial run by the judge. Let's see here. Now then, how should I put this? When you get to be my age, you need to pay more attention, pay more frequent visits to the restroom. If you go take a look through the window at the end of this hall, you'll see a small window. That is the window to the men's restroom. In other words, you can clearly see into this hallway from the men's restroom. When I was going into the restroom, that detective Gumshoe, is it? Well, he was standing in front of the vending machine, buying something from it. However, and this I couldn't believe, when I was about to exit the restroom, there was not a soul in the hallway anymore. Your Honor, if you could please calm down and explain to me rationally. Oh, I'm really sorry. Please let me regain my composure. It was really suspicious. That's why my finely honed judge's intuition said. Although, well, until the murders occurred, I just sort of brushed it off. Apparently, this judge understands the concept of staying calm. That's probably all I'm gonna find out from his honor. If Edgeworth may return to my other duties now. Yes, I'm sorry to hold you up. Thank you for your cooperation, Your Honor. Anytime with the Edgeworth. Anytime. The judges in the country seem rather friendly. Yes, if not a little wishy-washy. However, I hear that they known to hand down very, very fair verdicts. Now to talk to Detective Bad here. Detective Bad, I have something to wish to inquire about. Hey, how about doing some astral work, you? I wish to inquire about into Detective Gumshoe's movement during the recess. Eugene, in the way of the investigation, I have an order from Mr. Von Karma himself, plus I still hold investigative authority. I hear you was the one who called for Detective Gumshoe to come down here. Friday, that guy was just accused, you know. I just knew something was gonna happen. My detective's instinct told me. A lot of good it did you. You can even protect one lone prosecutor with it.
Hold it!
Yeah, hold it. Franziska, I think you need to apologize. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry, Detective Bab. Please continue. I used the phone on the first floor and called the precinct. I told them to send somebody over. And that detective's the one that showed up. And only upon his arrival did you send Detective Gumshoe to stand guard Detective Bud? Yeah, after he got here, we came up to these defendant lobbies together. As we entered this hallway, we ran into you. He told us that Faraday was really mad, and that he dragged Will off to the lobby number 2 to have a word or something. And that Faraday said not to let anyone interrupt them. So what choice did I have? All I could do was tell the led to stand guard outside. Around what time did all of that take place? Let's see, I think it was about 30 minutes before I heard the gunshot. And after giving the big leg his assignment, he never left the hallway not once. Oh, and how can he make such a claim? One of the guards out in the front floor's main lobby swore to me he didn't. If the detective never left the hallway, then where did he disappear off to? That's simple. He must have gone into lobby number 2 just as I expected. You and I, we were in lobby number 1 next door. The only one without an alibi is Gumshoe. It should be seen that I'm still missing some key pieces of information. I have to ask him about that. Detective Bad, you also heard the gunshot, did you not? Yeah. I heard it when I was in the defendant lobby number 1. That's why I came running towards lobby number 2 together with you. How much time had left did you hear between you hearing the gunshot and your arrival on the scene? Less than a minute. What were your movements upon hearing the gunshot? I drew up the big lad who was just walking around in the hall and raced into lobby number 2, and that's when we discovered the bodies in that order. That makes you discover the crime scene, right? Yeah, I guess it does, little miss. I'll bet to become a prosecutor very soon. You'll treat me with dignity I deserve, or else. You wave that thing around anymore? And I'll have you arrested for obstruction. Little miss, you weren't there. Huh, just joking. Huh. Detective Bad is really something if he can make Wenziska behave. Are we done? Okay, let's see. I'd like for you to tell me the exact time you heard the gunshot. It was around the end of the recess, and the trial was about to start again, I think. He was about to take time for himself to transfer the evidence he was holding. But I got the sense he was going to show for the handoff, so I figured I should go get him or he'd be late. Just as I thought that, bang, the sound of a gunshot hit my eardrums. So I heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to restart, huh? Are we done here? I don't have any time to waste. Oh, come on. All you're doing is standing in front of the door doing nothing. I get the sense he is somewhat investigating the fun thing. Or rather that he's keeping us under surveillance. But to what end? Detective Bad may actually cooperate with us just for a bit longer. I don't have anything else to say to the two of you. You guys were the ones who said you wanted to investigate in the first place. Fine then. Be abstinent. We will do as we please. Come on, Miles. You may no longer be willing to help us, however. May I ask for the forensic scientist cooperation? Do as you like. Let's see here. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and save here. I know it's kind of early for me to head off, but probably be back. I'll be back on tomorrow though. As usual, I'll be back on tomorrow. So I hope everybody here will have a wonderful Christmas. In case if you guys won't be here tomorrow, I'm here tomorrow or anything. And If anyone's seen this later, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And have a wonderful day, everybody. Laters.